Do you want to get into the AI business but don't know where to start? You're not alone. In this video, I'll tell you how everyday people are using simple tools to build real AI businesses with no tech skills and no big budget. Keep watching because this might be exactly what you've been looking for. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favor? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's get started with tip number one, which is to start with one specific problem that AI can solve for a real person. Let me tell you something that most people get completely wrong. They try to create a cool AI product instead of solving a boring but very painful problem. That's why they stay stuck in research mode. Now, one of my students, Daniel, wasted about 3 months playing with AI tools until he noticed that real estate agents were wasting hours rewriting property descriptions. So what he did was he offered to automate that using ChatGPT. Now, within just a few weeks, agents were paying him monthly fees just to remove the daily headache. So if you want some traction fast, I suggest you focus on people who are already paying for manual labor. That includes small business owners, content creators, coaches, realtors, e-com store owners, and a few more. You see, they already know the value of outsourcing, but most can't afford big agency fees. So you're not convincing them to spend. You're actually just showing them a smarter way to get the same results faster using AI. That's an easy yes. Now, the thing that you don't hear enough is this: your AI business doesn't need to be revolutionary. It just needs to feel like a relief to someone. My student Rima used to be a virtual assistant. She noticed her clients were overwhelmed by writing captions, so she created a ChatGPT prompt pack that generated 30 days of niche content in just 10 minutes. Now, what she did was she productized that into a $29 download and made $870 in her first week with no technical skills and no sales funnel. So if you're still unsure where to actually start, go straight to Reddit, Quora, or even YouTube comments. And you'll see questions like, how do I write better product listings? Or what's the fastest way to come up with blog ideas? These are gold mines. Now, one of my students, Max, found dozens of overwhelmed Etsy sellers asking about descriptions. So he built an AI tool for them using Airtable and GPT. And he now sells it as a $15 a month Chrome extension. Now, one simple but powerful question you can ask is this: what are people complaining about doing manually? This shifts your focus from shiny tools to everyday pain points and struggles that people have. Now, when I worked with Lana, she realized coaches were still onboarding clients manually through DMs. So she built a Notion-based AI client intake system and sold it to 12 coaches in a week and is now working on licensing it. So make sure that you validate before you actually build. You can send a DM in a group or even offer it for free to 2 to 3 people and just get some real feedback. You want some confirmation that your solution is solving a real world bottleneck problem and not just something that sounds good in theory. Now, the key transformation here is going from what AI thing can I build to whose time or money can I save right now using AI. That's what turns you into a business owner instead of a hobbyist. So if you solve a $500 a month problem for someone, you can charge $200 a month and they'll thank you for it. Now, I've put together some free training resources to help you build an online income source using AI. Go and click the link below in the description to find out more. Now, back to the video. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to use no-code AI tools to package and deliver your offer. You don't need to become a tech genius, you need to become a solution designer. Tools like ChatGPT, Zapier, Canva, Trello, Notion, and Tally.so let you build powerful client systems without writing a single line of code. Now, one of my students, Elijah, used ChatGPT and Notion to create a weekly content calendar generator for small business owners, and he charged $97 $1,000 for it and closed 5 clients in his first month, just by showing how it worked on Instagram. Now, I suggest you start with done for you before jumping to passive income. The real money and confidence comes from solving real problems for real clients first. My student Priya started offering AI email cleanup for business owners, and she used ChatGPT and Zapier to clean, sort and auto-respond to inboxes. After her third client, she built it into a system and then just turned that into a template pack. Now she sells the same service framework to other VAs. You'll see better results if you stop offering features and start offering results and outcomes. AI marketing strategy sounds rather vague, but get 30 days of content planned, written and ready to post in 48 hours sounds much more irresistible. So you want to frame your offer around speed, around some clarity or peace of mind, and clients will see your value instantly. Now, to help you get there faster, you can use tools like Pitchery, Tome.app or Descript to turn long content into fast videos or lead magnets. I worked with Alex, who offered short form video snippets for therapists using AI tools, and he charged $350 per package, and because AI did 70% of the work, he had margins that most freelancers only dream about. Now, if you want more leverage, combine tools into a stack and give it a name. Don't just say I use ChatGPT and Canva. You want to say something like, I run the creator AI system that saves you 12 hours a week. Now, my student Sophie did this with a 1-hour AI launch kit for creators. That positioning made her offer sound more premium, even though the tools she used were actually free. Now, don't forget to record how you do everything, even if it is a bit messy. You can use Loom to document your process. This turns your work into assets that you can then delegate, sell or even repurpose. That's how Rowan turned his consulting service into a $197 AI SOP course for consultants without building anything from scratch. You see, the real transformation here is turning your skill into a repeatable product. Anyone can learn a tool, but not everyone can turn that tool into a system that produces predictable results for other people. That's how you go from being a person who uses AI to a person who gets paid because of AI. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is get your first clients without ads, funnels or fancy tech. Now, when you're just starting, the fastest path to cash is real conversations. You don't need a website, a brand kit or a course platform. You need a problem, a person and a pitch. Now, Sarah, one of my students, got her first client by DMing podcast hosts and offering to use AI to summarize and repurpose their episodes. She charged $200 and delivered it using Google Documents and Canva. Now, I recommend posting mini case studies, not pitches. For example, just helped a fitness coach turn 5 old blogs into 20 reels using AI, and it took 45 minutes. Now, if you're sitting on content gold, then I can help. That style of post got Imran free discovery calls for one post in a private Facebook group. Now, if you're worried about finding people, go to where they're already talking about their existing problems. So you can look at LinkedIn groups, Slack communities, Reddit or niche Facebook groups. Now, one student, Maya, found Etsy sellers complaining about burnout and offered to automate their product listings using ChatGPT and Google Sheets. She closed 4 beta clients in just 10 days. Now, you can increase trust instantly by sharing the why behind your service. I used to spend hours writing captions. Now I've automated the whole thing using AI. Do you want me to set it up for you? That kind of personal transparency builds trust way faster than a polished funnel ever will. So make sure you capture proof, even if it is small. Screenshots, DMs, before and after examples. My student Leo started with just one $50 client. He turned that into a full landing page case study showing the transformation and used that to close a $600 a month retainer the next week. Now, the big myth is thinking people only buy if your offer is perfect, but people buy because you make them feel understood. So you want to use real language and don't overcomplicate it. The more human and specific you are, the more people feel safe hiring you, even if they've never heard of you before. Now, the transformation here is shifting from waiting for clients to creating opportunities just by sharing what you're learning and what you're solving. Every DM, comment or post is a micro pitch. If you do this consistently for 30 days, you'll have more conversations than most people get in 6 months. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to systemize and scale what's already working. If you've delivered your offer at least 3 times, it's time to start building systems. That's the difference between being booked out and being burned out. Now, Ava, one of my students, built a client onboarding automation using Tally and Notion and Zapier for her AI SOP service. What took her 4 hours before now takes just 10 minutes. That freed her up to take on more clients without hiring anybody. Now, you'll scale way faster if your service is productized. That means it has clear steps, very clear pricing, and a very clear outcome or result. Now, my student Nate turned his AI content service into 3 tiers: a $97 template pack, a $497 done for you, and a $1,500 a month retainer. Now, because he had some structure, he started closing clients without endless calls. I recommend naming your system and mapping it out like a process, something like the creator cloner method or the instant inbox AI system. This makes your offer feel like a tool or a framework, something unique to you. Now, people don't just want a service, they want your system. So don't forget to automate the follow-ups, client delivery, and even the upsells. You can use tools like Zapier, Airtable, or Make.com to keep things moving while you sleep. Now, Jenna, one of my students, added a simple post-delivery email using ConvertKit, offering a follow-up package and 40% off. Her clients took it. Now, the big lie is that scaling means ads and agencies. Now, for most AI business owners, the real scale comes from tight systems and premium offers. If you increase your prices by solving bigger problems and your delivery only takes you 20 minutes, that's real freedom. If you want long-term leverage, then teach others how to use your system. That's what David did. He turned his agency process into a 4-week mentorship program for freelancers. That let him earn from people who wanted to be like him, not just buy from him. Now, the transformation is about building a business that works even when you're offline. The systems do the heavy lifting, the offers are very structured, the marketing is very simplified, and you finally feel like you're building something that you can grow, license, or even sell one day. That's what this is really about. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is learn one AI skill deep, then monetize it in 3 different ways. Now, the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make is trying to learn everything at once with image tools, automation, coding, voice cloning, you name it. But let me be real with you. You don't need to be a jack of all trades to succeed with AI. You just need to go deep on one thing and learn how to package it correctly. Now, Amira, one of my students, focused only on ChatGPT prompt design for lead generation emails. She mastered that one angle, got her first client in under 2 weeks, and now sells a $47 prompt pack, a $297 workshop, and a $1,200 custom service, all from that one skill. Now, I recommend picking a skill that aligns with something that you already understand. So if you've worked in social media, look at AI for content repurposing. If you're in customer service, try building AI-powered chatbots with Tidio or Intercom. Now, my student Jason used to work in HR and now sells AI onboarding SOP templates to startups using Notion and ChatGPT. He hit $3,000 a month with just one product and a few LinkedIn posts with no website and no audience. The key thing here is to get obsessed with solving one small but high frequency task. So let me give you an example. Natasha, another student of mine, focused just on one AI-based product podcast summarization. She used Descript and ChatGPT to turn full episodes into SEO-optimized blog posts and LinkedIn carousels. She offered it as a done-for-you service at $250 a month and had 6 clients by week 3. Now, once she proved the system, she launched a $99 template and even launched a JV deal with a podcast agency. Now, to help you do this, you can use tools like Opus Clip, Claude, Jasper and Notion AI depending on your niche. But don't try to master all of them, just pick one and go deep. Now Leon, one of my clients, mastered Opus Clip and built a viral clip service for business YouTubers. All he did was clip their long form content into 60-second bangers, and he packaged it into a $500 a month offer that sold itself because the outcome was growth. The outcome growth was very obvious to YouTubers. Now you can monetize the same skill in multiple ways once you've proven that it works. So start with a simple one-on-one service to get results. Then turn that into a product like a Notion system, a prompt pack, or even a simple swipe file. Finally, then teach it in a live workshop or a cohort. Now one of my students, Sarah, created AI job interview scripts for international students. She started by selling mock interview sessions using ChatGPT prompts. Then she created a course and licensing deal with a university abroad. So don't forget to collect your wins as you go. Screenshot DMs, before and afters, testimonial videos, Loom walkthroughs. That proof is your currency in the online space. It makes your next offer easier to sell and gives you some leverage when you want to scale or partner with somebody else. Now this tip is about transformation and not just tactics. You're moving from I dabble with AI to I'm the go-to person for whatever the result is. And that shift in identity, that's what gets people to pay you, refer you and trust you. You're no longer just playing with AI tools, you're owning a lane. And that's where the real freedom starts to happen. Let me now give you tip number 6, which is to build proof and authority before you think you're ready. The biggest myth that holds many people back is thinking that they need results before they can talk about results. Now let me tell you, people don't follow experts, they follow momentum. If you're documenting what you're actually learning and building in public and showing tiny wins, then you're building some trust. Now one of my students, Ray, didn't have a single client yet, but he shared a daily post on LinkedIn about his experiments with using ChatGPT to build real estate follow-up emails. Now in just 12 days, a realtor DM'd him directly asking him for help and became his first $800 a month client. He got paid because he shared his journey and not the outcome. Now I recommend creating what I call a minimum viable portfolio. This isn't about having 10 perfect case studies. It's about showing 2 to 3 micro results, even if they're your own. For example, Danny, one of my students, was obsessed with Mid-Journey and AI visuals, so she created a fake product, an AI-based candle brand, and built a 5-slide Notion deck with brand mock-ups, social media posts and prompt strategies. And she sent it to just 12 agencies and landed 2 freelance gigs that month, because she showed what was possible and not what was finished. Now, if you want more people to see you as credible fast, then create an authority loop. Post helpful insights, show a simple win, even just your own, then offer to help others replicate that. Now Josh, one of my clients, did this by running a free AI resume rewrite challenge using Claude. He helped 14 people over Zoom for free, turned those into testimonials, and then launched a $197 AI career toolkit. It was very scrappy, but it worked because he created results first and then monetized after that. Now a smart way for you to shortcut this is by creating tiny outcome-driven assets. This could be a ChatGPT prompt pack for a specific industry, a 3-step SOP using Notion AI, or even a screen recorded Loom tutorial showing how you used Opus Clip to edit a video. Now Aisha, one of my students, made a 10-minute tutorial for Etsy sellers on how to write product descriptions using AI. She then posted it into 2 Facebook groups and picked up 67 subscribers and 3 clients in the first week. That's leverage, and all she did was solve a specific pain point with a tiny asset. Now the transformation here is going from I don't have experience to I'm already helping people in a small but powerful way. That's the shift that builds confidence, creates some momentum, and starts attracting some money. Now you stop waiting to be chosen, you become the person who creates value now. That energy is magnetic, and It's how real businesses really start. It's way more fun than hiding behind perfection. Well, that's it for this one. 6 practical tips that you can start using right away. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.